What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope that you're having a beautiful day. Thank you as always for being here. The sun is bright and sunny outside. That's one descriptive way to describe the sun, as sunny. Today we're going to listen to the band Comus with their song Diana. This is off of the album First Utterance, released in 1971. So this band has been recommended to me for a long time. Now specifically, the next track on the album has been recommended more, The Herald. But since one, that's 12 minutes long, and two, it's just the second track, why not introduce myself to the band with the first track on the album? I just felt like that made the most sense. And this song has popped up every once in a while as well, just not as much as The Herald. So, I've never heard of this band, I've never anything about them, but what an interesting album cover that is. This guy is just all twisted up. He is... That looks like a very uncomfortable position to be in, so... Let's just go ahead and jump on into it. I hope that you're having a great one. Thank you so much for being here. The sun is now going down, so if you notice the lighting change, that's what happened. Let's go ahead and get into it. This is Diana by Comus.
Travel light, the deadly
Definitely interesting and not at all what I was expecting. For some reason, at least looking at the album cover, I was expecting something like metal. But this is more of like a very dark folk kind of sound. And this is like dark folk. This feels like running through the forest. And maybe that's just the imagery I get not only from the music, but because of the lyrics in which this woman, Diana, is being chased through the forest, it seems, by someone. The music also has that same kind of stress and anxiety inducing feel to it. From this speed up in the violin, that little solo that we got there, it's disturbingly creaky and kind of like pleasantly psychotic. And I know that's a weird way to say that, but the violin playing itself is pleasant, but the tone, the screeching of it, it's just creaky and haunted, and it's kind of disturbing. The drumming was very nice, especially the drum solo that we had later on, that percussion interlude. I feel like that really ramps up the tempo, ramps up the rhythm, and that's what kind of leads me to this further heart racing, nerve inducing, and racking kind of like feel that we're getting from the story and the narration here, or the the plot of the song. I'm not sure where I feel on this one. I liked it the more it went on. I liked the night foresty feel of it. I like the dark elements. I don't know if I'm sold on the singing, but I didn't not like the singing. It was just kind of there as a texture in the music. But I really did like the other instruments that were brought in, such as the violin and that little drum that was going on there. This is an interesting one. I don't know. It's only a first song, so I don't know how their sound develops from here. But if this is a taste of things to come, it's an interesting taste for sure. That's one thing I can say about it. Let me pull it back really quick. The song has a very interesting kind of, like, to me, an evil feeling. It just sounds kind of psychotic and demented. Listening to the melodies surrounding, specifically the guitar, it's a little bit psychedelic in a way as well. See, like here, I like how the violin leads out, right? The harmonies arise as well. I like how the female harmonies arise there, almost like showing like a sense of beauty, and then the male comes back in with his monstrous kind of, cackle and laughing, and kind of overtakes that, which is interesting also from a story point of view. Let's go ahead and get into the lyrics here. Lust he follows virtue close, through the steaming woodlands. His darkened blood through bulging veins, through the steaming woodlands. So I'm immediately getting the idea of this person, Diana, being chased through the woods by this other person. Now, I like how it kind of shows, like, it's the guy character, bad guy, and then Diana. But they're kind of, what's the word? They're given different roles. So the first line here says, lust, he follows virtue close. He is lust, following virtue, her. Virtue knows he follows softly through the steaming woodlands. Travel light the deathly shudder down the leafy pathway. The dim light she comes peering through the forest pines, and she knows by the sound of the baying, by the baying of the hounds. Like she's being hunted through the woods. She can hear the hounds, whether literally or figuratively, in the distance coming for her, and she knows what comes with that. Diana, Diana, kick your feet up. Lust bares his teeth and whines, for he picks up the sense of virtue, and he knows the panic signs. Lust cries, running with his eyes, the white-clad figure fleeting. Mud burns his eyes, but desire burns his mind. So this person is chasing her, and he doesn't even care if he's getting hurt in the process. He doesn't care if there's mud being kicked up in his eyes. He doesn't care about that. He is just 100% focused on this lust. And I don't think it's a good situation that's going on here. Fear in her eyes as the forest grins. Through the steaming woodlands, lust now his soul destroyed, with enmity disarmed. Like he is, what's the word? He is destroying his own morality in his lust for this person. And then Diana is repeated. And actually all the lyrics here are repeated. So I think it's just like he's lusting for this woman so much that he's destroying his own morality. Of course, she is like panicking and she's running through the woods. She's trying to get away. And whether he catches her or not, he's still destroying, in a sense, his soul. Like, there's no coming back for him. That's kind of the idea I get from this. And like I said, whether the dogs, the baying of the hounds is real, like literal dogs that are hunting her, or that's what she describes him as, like a bloodhound chasing after her. That's kind of the idea I get. I don't love this song. I don't really like it on a first listen, but I don't not like it. You know? Like on a first listen, I'm kind of like ambivalent towards it. I'm kind of like, okay, there's some cool things in here. It's not something I'd really listen to on its own, but you know, you never know. So this was a good first introduction to the band. Like I said, a lot of you had recommended the following song, The Herald. So, you know, maybe we'll give that a listen. If you're interested, let me know in the comments below. You can follow me in a bunch of places, etc., etc. I hope that you enjoy your day. Hope you have a great one, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.